In ancient times, Egypt was a great kingdom filled with myths and gods who watched over the lives of people and protected them. Among these gods was Ra, the great sun god, who was considered one of the greatest deities in ancient Egyptian mythology. Ra was revered as the sun god and creator, and he was believed to bring life and light to the world.
Welcome to the world of Storyscape.
Ra was often depicted as a man with a falcon's head, wearing a sun disk adorned with a shining sun. He was known to travel across the sky every day in the sun boat, spreading his light and warmth over the earth. Every morning, Ra was reborn from the eastern horizon and began his journey across the sky. As he sailed in his boat, he watched over the underworld, trying to maintain order and balance in the universe. But his journey was not without difficulties. At night, Ra entered the underworld, where he faced enemies and evil spirits. Among these enemies was the giant serpent Apophis, who represented chaos and darkness. Ra fought Apophis every night, and with each battle, light triumphed over darkness, and Ra appeared on the horizon again in the morning, bringing hope and light to the world. Ra's battles against Apophis were epic and filled with excitement. The serpent Apophis was huge and terrifying, slithering in the darkness trying to extinguish the light. But Ra, with his bravery and divine strength, faced her courageously. He would send his fiery arrows, burning with the light of the sun, to pierce the serpent's body and send her back to the depths of the underworld. These battles symbolized the eternal struggle between light and darkness, between order and chaos. One day, Ra decided to establish a just order in the world, so he gathered the other gods and consulted with them. The result was the creation of Maat, a concept of truth, justice, and order. Maat was considered the foundation of life in ancient Egypt and was worshipped alongside Ra. Ra was considered the protector of Maat, and his actions always aimed to maintain truth and justice in the world. Ra's journey was not limited to fighting enemies, but also played a major role in creation and renewal. He was believed to be the one who created everything and brought life and light to the world. The sun was considered a symbol of his divine power, and people offered him sacrifices and prayed to him to ensure the continuity of light and life. As time passed, the worship of Ra spread throughout Egypt. Massive temples were built in his honor, and priests performed daily rituals and offered sacrifices. His daily journey across the sky was considered a symbol of the eternal cycle of life, death, and renewal. People looked up to Ra as their protector and source of light and life. At the end of each day, Ra once again displayed his power when the sun set on the western horizon. People watched the sunset in awe, praying for Ra's safe return in the morning. At night, the sky grew darker, but hope remained alive in people's hearts, for they knew that Ra would return in the morning to bring light once again. And so, Ra's cycle of life continued, fighting darkness and bringing light, day after day, generation after generation. His story was told in temples, and people looked at the sun as a symbol of his power and protection. Even after thousands of years, Ra's story remains one of the greatest myths in ancient history, telling the tale of the god who brought life, light, and justice to the world and fought chaos and darkness with courage and determination.